Hey everyone, in today's video, I am going to share my Capgemini technical interview experience, the questions I was asked, and how I answered them. I'll also share tips to help you prepare for your interview. But before we dive in, let me tell you, I had cleared the coding round before this, so stay tuned for insights on that as well. Again, I also want to mention that this video is going to be part of a playlist where I'll be uploading video for each and every round for the Capgemini interview experience, which can help you prepare accordingly for your placement, right? So let's dive right into it. Today we'll be talking about the technical interview round. So at the very start, I want to start with an introduction. In our college, the Capgemini placement drive has started for 1 or 2 months now. The process, it requires you to be patient. For people who hadn't cleared the coding round slash weren't eligible for the coding round, they had their interviews scheduled before us. As far as my knowledge from my college, um, I was the only one who had this second level interview. I would say not second level as such, just that I'm the only one who had cleared one question in coding round and had their interview scheduled. I'll update in the comment section if I get any more news, but so far that's it. Now let's talk about the interview setup. The time slot given to me was from 1 to 3. You'll be shown this screen. I'll add it later on in the edit. You'll be shown this screen first, and once you are near your interview itself, you have to stay there in waiting room, right? So once you are near the interview itself, you will be shown this screen. Okay, wrong side. This screen, and yeah, basically after this screen, there will be a massive pop up on your screen, a lot of sound, so you can just sit back, relax while you are waiting for your opportunity. Revise what you want to talk about. Next up, once you join the interview, my interview lasted for around 30 minutes. I also discussed with my peers, the people who occurred in the round before me. They mentioned that their interview lasted from anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. The interviewer was super friendly. They had break the ice. As I mentioned over here, they asked you questions. They asked me questions about my hobby, if I am into sports or not, do I follow IPL. Then they further went on to ask if I know about SAP. Now, first and foremost thing, guys, be honest. If you don't know about something, just tell them that you don't know about it. Um, I didn't know about SAP, but I thought maybe it's an abbreviation of something I might know. So I asked them if they can expand the full form of SAP. So they denied respectfully, and they said SAP is a coding language apparently. It's like Java only, and yeah, went on to further explain me about SAP, and that was our icebreaker questions. Next up, came the technical questions. In technical questions, the very first thing that was asked to me was the basic Java questions. Questions about inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation. These are all-time favorites. You need to know. Like I have reviewed many interviews, and all of them mentioned me Java questions are asked for this software analyst post. So make sure to brush up on your Java. All right. Next up, they also asked me about inheritance in Java. So I mentioned that it's not possible with using two classes because we face the diamond issue. I went on to explain what's the diamond issue, and Basically, then they asked me if the diamond issue, right? I explained it to them. So they further asked me to open the whiteboard and give me a code example of inheritance or polymorphism. So I went and gave an example of inheritance using two classes. One was class animal, it had method eat. Another was class dog, which extended animal with method bark. And then I explained. They also, what they do is basically they give you time to write your code and then they ask you to explain your code. So I wrote this and then I explained that the animal class over here is the parent class and the dog is the child class. And if you instantiate a object for the dog class, that object will have both the methods eat and bark. And that's how inheritance works. Next up, they asked me scenario based questions. So there were three questions in the scenario based questions. The very first one was, give me a sec. Yeah, it was basically, I gave you training. The interview said it in their perspective. I gave you training for 2.5 months in SAP, and now for some reason, some unforeseen reason, I'm out of town, and you have been given 15 days deadline to deliver the product to the customer. On scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you will be able to achieve this? So I mentioned that on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll rate myself level a solid 9 because I believe myself to be a hard worker. If during that 2.5 month training period, I ask them all the questions possible related to the tech stack, related to how to solve real world problems using that tech stack, what is expected in our products, what level of documentation and clean code is being followed. Then he was happy with my answer. He went on to ask me if now suppose you have a teammate with you and both of you cumulative are given 15 days deadline and your teammate is not able to perform their task. They tried for 2 days and they are still not able to perform the task and they have approached you. So what will you do? So I mentioned that since what the first step I would have done is asked my teammate to put efforts in it. But since you have already mentioned that he tried for 2 days, then we can say this step is done. Since he put in the effort from his side, he tried, but he couldn't solve it, and he has approached me now. So now, when he has approached me, I'll spend more time with him. I'll try to help him as much as possible. I'll try to teach him things, how to do this, how to do that, so that we can finally deliver this product. Now, this might take longer. In place of taking 9 days or 10 days alone, it might take 14 or 15 days, the entire deadline. But while doing so, will ensure a group motivation is formed, a bond is formed between us, and this bond is very, very valuable, and we can in future relying on each other. Then the next question was, suppose you and your teammates are there and you are given 15 days deadline, but in the last 3-4 days, it comes to you that the work won't be completed in 3-4 days. It might require more days. So what will you do in such scenario? So I mentioned that again, all of this, my responses are just from heart. I haven't by-hearted it or anything. And I recommend you in the same, put yourself in that company's shoes, do a thorough research. I did a thorough research on Capgemini and yeah, understand their values, understand everything about the company. Now, Capgemini holds very close to my heart. So that's a different topic for me. But yeah, whichever company you are applying to, make sure to know the company inside out. So I mentioned that I might ask other colleagues around me if they can help out. So sir, mentioned, sir, interrupted me, and the interviewer interrupted me and mentioned that there are no other colleagues around you. It's just you and your teammate. So I said, in that case, I'll stay more than the time limit of my what my job requires, that is from 9 to 5, and I'll give my best from my personal time as well, such that the product is delivered before deadline, because Capgemini is a service based company, right? And if we don't deliver our products or time on before deadline, it will take a tank to our reputation. Our reputation will take a tank, it will take a hit, and yeah, that's not what we want. So that's it for scenario based questions. And then there was the end of interview phase, which included the interviewer asked me if I had any questions with them. So I asked the questions that I wanted to be answered, and I asked about the interviewer themselves, if they hold what role do they hold other than interviewing. So I came to know that they work with the SAP Tech Stack Excel, and overall, that was the end of the interview. It lasted for 30 minutes, as I mentioned before. And once I left the interview, here are the insights from my peers I heard. So, as I mentioned, that round, another round was conducted before me for rest of my peers who hadn't become eligible for coding round or weren't able to complete any questions in coding round. So, the questions that they were asked on Java is so for sure, as I mentioned. Other than that, they got SQL as joins in SQL. Then they were asked to write a program displaying that joins. Then they were also asked to write simple Java programs, Fibonacci series, prime number, all those things. So, from listening to all of this, what key takeaways and tips I would give you is be confident and honest. If you don't know something, admit it. Second is revise basic OOPS concepts in Java, as they are often asked. Third is prepare for scenario based coding examples, that is inheritance, polymorphism, etc. And fourth is practice SQL basics and common Java program. And yeah, that's it from my side. I hope this video helps you prepare for your Capgemini technical interview. Remember, every interview is a learning experience. So stay confident and keep practicing. Practice makes the man perfect. If you have any questions, drop them in comments. I'll try to respond to them to the best of my knowledge. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel for more such content. If you have any other content request as well, I'll be happy to make it if I am good at it. All right. Thanks for watching. See ya.